Hello, YouTubers. It's John, and I'm back again with another episode of N-Scale Friday. This time we're going to look at some N-Scale models that are in this box I got from Atlas. Let's head over to the workbench and take a look. Alright, so we're over at the workbench now, and here's what was in the box. You got two 53-foot well cars, single well cars, a 40-foot single well car, and this is a dry flow hopper. Okay, we're going to take a look at the 53-foot well cars to begin with. The front one is under the TTX road name, and the reddish one behind it there is a St. Mary's Railway West. Both of these are offered in 6 different road numbers, and there's a third road name, Florida East Coast, also offered in 6 different road numbers. The MSRP of these is $34.95, and they also make an undecorated 53-foot well car for $24.95. Let's take a closer look at the details here. I've scrutinized the paint and markings on both of these, and in addition to the paint being practically flawless, the markings are all legible with magnification. It's a really nicely done paint job. Looking at the end here, this is the brake end, you can see that it has a separately applied brake wheel. The hand grabs are also separately applied, and the brake stand is part of the casting. So it's a very durable brake stand. You still have to be careful with the brake wheels, but the brake stand is very durable. And something else that is really cool is that these cars also have air hose detail. That's something you don't usually see on N-scale models. These are etched metal walkways, and you can see through them. That's also a very nice touch. And then if you look on the A end, you can see an air reservoir for the brake system. These cars also come with body-mounted knuckle couplers and metal wheels. And according to the Atlas website, they'll negotiate a minimum radius of 12.5 inches. I've added some 53-foot containers to the well cars just so you can see they fit. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? All right then, next we're going to look at the 40-foot rebuilt well car. This model also has a die-cast body. It also has detailed brake lines, just like we were looking at on the 53-foot ones. It also has a detailed air reservoir on the A end, just like the 53-foot ones. Separate hand grabs, etched metal walkways. It has all the same stuff that the 53-foot cars we just looked at have. The difference with this one is the price. This one's $32.95. It comes in 3 different road numbers, as pictured here, this paint scheme. It also comes in the TTX yellow, like the 53-foot one that we looked at a minute ago. And I counted 15 different road numbers for the TTX paint scheme. This 40-foot well car also has metal wheels, conspicuity stripes, separately applied brake wheel, and a body-mounted knuckle coupler. And here's what it looks like loaded. And finally, we're going to look at this 3,500 cubic foot dry flow covered hopper. This might be the best N-scale model in the whole box, and I'll tell you why. The paint is perfection. The markings, even the tiniest markings down here, are completely legible with a lot of magnification. It's remarkable how small the printing can get on these models nowadays. Let's take a look at the ends, and I'll show you some more cool detail. Look how finely rendered the ladder detail is. The brake wheel also. This is not something you see normally in N-scale in a hopper like this. If you look behind all this other stuff out in front, and I'm going to try to point this out, but it's so far back in there and it's so small that it's hard to see. There's an air reservoir with plumbing back in there. That's really remarkable. And then also, looking at the top here, all this walkway detail is photo etched. That's really cool. And look at the hatches. This is a really fantastic model. And finally, checking out the discharge gate detail. This is cool. This is going to look really good rolling down the track. This model has an MSRP of $37.95. It comes in 5 different road names with 3 road numbers in each one. And then there's an undecorated one that's also produced that goes for $32.95. So as you can see, Atlas is really stepping up their game with even more great models. I really thought that I was going to like the well cars better because, I got all these containers now and that'll give me something to run them in. But I have to say that covered hopper really stole the show. When I opened that up and started looking at it with my magnifying visor, I was really blown away by all the extra little detail and how good all the paint and markings and all that stuff was. It's really impressive. And the fact that they all come with metal wheels and body mounted knuckle couplers, these are some really great models. Anyway, I'm impressed. I hope you are too, and I'll see you next time.